Okay, with that being said, I'd like to call to order the City of Isanti City Council meeting for Tuesday, May 7th. If we could all rise for Pledge Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All council members are present. Do we have anything to adopt the agenda, Ms. Wood?
Mayor and Council, there are no agenda modifications tonight.
None at this time. We do have a proclamation, accommodation certified award, the City of Isanti MPCA 2018 Wastewater Treatment Facility Operation Award. The city is receiving this award from the MPCA for monthly reporting on our required discharge monitoring reports. This award is a great achievement and testament to the skills and dedication of our Public Works employees. They have to not only, you got a little mistyping here, Ms. Wood. Public Works employees have to not only their department, but also to the city. This will be the second year the city has received this honor, and just for media information, a picture was sent to your outfits. Great accomplishment and way to go, Public Works. Approval of city council minutes.
To adopt the agenda first.
I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Oh, thanks, council. I have a motion by Councilman Lundin to adopt the agenda and a second by Councilman Collison. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Thanks, gentlemen. Approval of city council minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have an approval to, I am stumbling today, excuse me. I have an approval by Councilman Lundin and a second by Councilman Collison. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Announcements. Committee of a Whole, Tuesday, May 21st, 2019 at 5 p.m. City Council meeting Tuesday, May 21st, 2019 at 7 p.m. Planning Commission meeting Tuesday, May 21st, 2019, immediately following the City Council meeting, and a Park Recreation Culture Board meeting Tuesday, May 28th, 2019 at 6 p.m. Any council committee reports?
I don't know if this is the right place to bring this up, but we just talked in the special session that we just got through that about missing the committees that we used to have. I feel I used to be on the liquor store committee and public works committee and police committee. I think it would just be nice if we at least got reports from, like we used to. We used to get a report from liquor store once a month. And I don't know if we have to have them still once a month, but you know, police. I think we did the same thing with the police committee. We had the chief come in and give us reports once about what was that? Quarterly. And then public works, I think, was every other month.
I think it was quarterly as well.
Okay. I think we should get at least back to
We did.
getting reports on that committee.
We stepped out of the room and we did discuss that, and we brought up the fact that we were gonna probably have them back at the committee of a whole that would come in and do a report. We're not gonna do all three of them at the same time.
Oh, that's fine. We didn't.
And we're gonna have them, that staff, come in to address
Okay.
the same thing as the committee of a whole.
Either way, I think it's worth bringing up a committee of a whole and discussing it further.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree. All right, this time I'd like to do a public hearing on the Isanti Police Department body worn camera draft policy for public input. I would like to open that hearing at this time. You may step up to the podium and state your name and address. For record, sir, just keep in mind you do have 3 minutes.
Yes. So Roderick Barrows. I live at 1101 Wendover Street. As everybody knows, I am a retired officer from this department. I I think that we need to stay current, as the interim chief is stating. We need to stay current on these policies. I actually was the officer that did the 3-month study to bring body cameras to Isanti before any other agency in our county. This is definitely something that we need to strongly support and strongly enforce in our community. It helps the officers. It's another tool. It's not just that or nothing. It's a tool that helps us. And I just want to bring that to the council's attention.
And no longer, it doesn't just no longer protect the officer, it protects the public also at the same time.
Absolutely.
And it makes everything very clear.
Yes.
A lot of times people don't think in situations, they don't always recollect what happened. And the camera and the recording will always show that. The true facts.
It does, and with my time with Isanti Police Department, it has helped me out on so many cases that we're looking for something that I didn't catch when I was dealing with an individual, that they were able to find evidence just by simply going back and reviewing. So I hope that the council strongly supports this.
Thanks, Mr. Barnes.
And the policy, I was gonna refer to Mr. Joslin. Did we get a draft policy made already?
There's a draft, Councilor Lundin. Draft has been prepared and reviewed by our Labor and Employment Council, Susan Hanson and her office. They have particular expertise with regard to the body camera legislation. They reviewed the proposed update to the policy, and has been posted on the police department site so that it could be viewed by the public, and anybody who wanted to submit comments had the opportunity to do that. And of course, tonight's hearing is held to offer the opportunity to the others of the public who wish to comment on that. But the draft policy has been prepared and found to be in compliance with the statutory requirements and consistent with best practices.
Great, thank you.
Anybody else that would like to speak on this matter? Mr. Jocelyn, do you have anything else to add?
Just that I believe that the policy is appropriate, and as I noted, has been reviewed by our Labor and Employment Council as well. Feels it's appropriate.
Is our acting chief looked at that policy also? And are you in accordance with the policy?
Yeah, just so you know the process, I drafted the policy and I submitted it to the labor attorney, so that's what we drafted.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you.
Great, thank you.
At this time then, I will close the public hearing for the Isanti Police Department body worn camera draft policy for public input. Did we have that policy? Did we have that policy?
It was brought to, I believe, Committee of the Whole is where we had the draft policy first before we posted it for public comment.
We don't have it now though in our packets is what I'm asking myself.
I don't think it is included, Mayor.
Okay.
I would have think if our acting chief wrote it up, I would think that he's be more satisfied with it, and plus it went through Susan Hanson and.
Yeah, I would think it would be more than efficient.
Yep.
Curiosity kills the cat was all.
And Mayor and Council, this will be coming back to Council for official adoption and approval, so it will be coming back.
So we don't need no motion or anything on this?
No.
Okay, perfect. Moving on then to business items. Resolution 2019 authorizing the purchase of a squad camera and body camera equipment. The council probably does recollect that we already okayed this, but we did have to follow due diligence and get multiple quotes.
Yes, Mayor and Council, this is as was presented the first time. However, we did need to get a second quote because of the dollar value and the amount. So staff is recommending approval of the resolution before you with included language of not to exceed the $65,000. But this is to award going with the watch guard system. and all the information is the same as was provided last time.
And I know talking with our officer that's been filling in from Graham, he said that'd be an awesome system because we could borrow from them. I had a conversation with him, and so I would make the motion that we proceed with the Watchman system.
I have a motion from Councilman Lundin to proceed with the Watch Guard system. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Collison. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Resolution passes. Interview application for vacant planning commission board seat. And I do believe we have that gentleman in the audience today. If he would step forward, please. State your name and address, sir, for the record.
I'm Alexander Collins, and I live at 113 South Passage Southwest.
Okay, and Alexander, you did get the questions mailed to you or emailed to you beforehand, correct, sir?
Yes, a few days ago.
Okay, I'm just going to ask you those questions, if you wouldn't mind giving your answers. What is the Planning Commission's role?
So the Planning Commission role is to review and act on matters relating to development and planning, and the committee does that in three ways. One, the committee serves as an advisory board to the City Council on matter of development and planning. Two, the committee shows that general planning is implemented by reviewing development plan on a case-by-case basis. And then three, the committee functions as a decision-making body on all proposals.
What is the role of the Comprehensive Plan and Planning Commission's decision-making process?
You know, that's a great question. I look on the website, there is a 2008 comprehensive plan, and then it says that 2018 there will be an upload. But I think that in short, it elevates standards and procedures by which decisions are made for community development.
And do you feel the current comprehensive plan applicable? Does it need to be changed? If so, how?
On the website it says 2030, then it says 2008 will be uploaded, and it says 2018. So I don't know which is current, because I didn't get to find the 2030 version. I saw 2008 and I saw 2018. The one that I looked at was 2008. If it's 2008, then I think that there needs to be some alteration to meet current reality.
And if I'm not mistaken, aren't we having that being looked at anyway right now by Mr. Lawrence? Or not Lawrence, but Don
Lawrence,
the comprehensive plan?
Yes,
Yeah. So we are actively working on getting that changed.
Excellent.
What is the purpose of a zoning code? Do you feel there are changes that need to be made?
The zoning code is the government control the use of land and how buildings are built. When I look at the zoning code here, I believe you have the arrow, which is the residential you have to be, which is the business area, and obviously. I'm still looking at that. As you know, I just moved to here. I just moved here less than 4 months ago. And so I'm trying to get acquainted and be part of the city as much as I can.
If you are asked to make a decision on a matter before you that does not meet city requirements, yet you are in favor of it, will you be able to uphold the city standards?
Absolutely. Being ethical is not an option, is a driven value for me personally. My value is family, faith, and service. And so I think being ethical and upholding what the city stands by will be something that I would do.
What is your knowledge of conditional interim use permits, zoning, variances, and plats?
My understanding of conditional use permit is that setting area that may not be suitable for setting construction or setting work, but given setting conditions and circumstances, allowances can be made by the city council. And then you have zoning. We'll talk about the regulation that control the use of land. Variance is a deviation from the use of land and development. and then plot will be a parcel of land divided into pieces.
Do you have any planning or planning commission experience?
I'm a graduate. I have a master in divinity, and I'm doing a second master in global leadership. I serve in the City of Brooklyn Park Budget Advisory Commission as a pastor of 22 years. I've done a lot of planning. I pastor a multicultural church, so I've done a lot of planning in my background. I haven't served on a planning commission, but I've served on other commissions, and I've done other work with different cities.
And I'm probably going to know the answer to this one, but did you volunteer within the City of Isanti community, or have you?
No, I haven't. I guess this is my first opportunity.
Awesome. And can you attend evening meetings, sometimes lasting until 10 p.m. or later?
Absolutely.
Just so you know, that was back in the blow-up days when everybody was developing everything they can. So we still want to follow that because there was many nights that meetings lasted a lot longer than that.
Okay. Any questions for this gentleman, council?
I make a motion to accept.
Second.
I have a motion to accept by Councilman Lundin and a second by Councilman Collison. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Welcome to the Planning Commission.
Congratulations. Yep, glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Resolution for the 2019 approving a special event permit application for G-Force Rally. From my understanding, Ms. Wood, this is an 18-year-old young man from Wisconsin.
19.
19.
Yes, and Mayor and Council, he is not able to be here. However, his name is Joey, and he wanted me to read a statement on his behalf. This is kind of a unique special event permit approval that we've done. They are going to be driving through Isanti, but I thought it would be great for council to know, the community to be aware of the event. So I'll read his statement before you right now. My main goal is to inspire young kids with supercars as it has inspired me. I want kids to see the cars and say, wow. I want that one day and work and make their dreams a reality. Being 19 and running a supercar rally is a lot of work, but to put a smile on a kid's face makes the price worth it all. I would love to work with the city and help you grow as well. So bringing this event here, he was very excited. And he thanks council for listening and giving him approval to drive through our city.
What's the route?
He's coming down on County Road 5 or Heritage. They may be stopping in at Colburn's, and he's working with Colburn's to be there maybe for half an hour.
Okay, cool. Guys, maybe like to hear from the interim chief.
Oh, yeah.
He has any concerns? Traffic, I mean, typically when they do these things, they like to stay together as a group. Depending on how many vehicles there might be, you might have some,
It sounds like the max might be.
need some assistance maybe at an intersection or two. I'm just,
And part of the issues with that is it's gonna be a county road that they're operating on, outside of city road, so.
So the county would have to pick it up versus you or assist the
So
county?
there it's just, but generically they're operating on the county road system.
right, okay.
Okay.
Councilmember Collison, he was not asking for roads to be shut down. He said approximately up to 30 cars,
Oh.
and so he wasn't asking for assistance.
And has he approached the county on this also?
I'm not sure if he has or not.
I guess if the county has no problem with it, I don't see where we should either, so. I mean, they're the ones that they're gonna be enforced by more of them than they are us.
And we've never, and especially event permits is just going through our city, we've never reached out and be that liaison to the county or townships. That's on them to work that out, but because it is also a shared road turning onto 6.
I've heard of them going through other towns too before, and it's, I guess, a lot of the kids in Belton drive, right? There's some pretty neat cars that will roll through.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Second.
I have a motion to accept this resolution from Councilman Lundin and a second by Councilman Berkeley. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Resolution approving Bluebird refurbishment quotation.
All right, Mayor and Council, this is the project to recoat the Bluebird Park equipment, not including the Clifford side of play equipment. The RFP that went out was different than the quotes we received, but the quotes that we received were of the same, which was to paint it on site. It actually was more of a safety concern to take the equipment down, to have it removed, powder coated, and try to reinstall old equipment. So they will be using an electrostatic painting, and the staff was able to go out and see the workmanship and craftsmanship of the two different companies on playgrounds that they have done. And we are recommending to go to Minnesota-Wisconsin Playground as is before you in the memo and resolution.
Make a motion to accept.
Second.
I have a motion to accept by Councilman Lundin and a second by Councilman Carlson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. Ordinance amending City Code Chapter 295, tobacco and related delivery products.
Mayor and Council, this is to update our city code to make the age requirement change. We did have it in there as 18, it now will be 21 for allowed tobacco product shops, as is consistent with the new T21 ordinance that the county did pass.
Did we, I know we talked about this, did we put something in about glass pipes?
We have that going on a committee of the whole,
Okay.
yes, as a draft.
Okay.
The sheriff's department actually just did their normal stings on our liquor store and it passed for carding somebody, I believe it was 21 for a tobacco product. So the liquor store's on their toes. Seems to be working.
I make a motion to accept.
I have a motion to accept by Councilman Lundin,
Second.
second by Councilman Collison. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. Ordinance amending City Code 290, tattooing and body piercing.
Mayor and Council, this is, as was stated, to amend Chapter 220, and this is to repeal our current requirements and to conform to from City Code to state requirements for licensing of body art in facilities.
I make a motion to accept.
Second.
Motion to accept by Councilman Lundin and a second by Councilman Burgley. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. Ordinance amending City Code Chapter 230, Park and Recreation Areas, adding Article 3, Dog Park.
And Mayor and Council, this ordinance, as discussed at Committee of the Whole, is to include dog park and dog park rules and regulations to our Chapter 230 for Parks and Recreation.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Motion to accept by Councilman Collison and a second by Councilman Burgley. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. Approval of the consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Councilman Burgley and a second by Councilman Collison. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Councilman Burgley. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Collison. Therefore, any opposing?
All in favor.
All in favor, say aye. Sorry. Opposing, same sign. Therefore, we stand adjourned.
Congratulations, Mr. Becker, too, for his new position.
I will let him know.